Today we are here in Piccadilly and we're going to meet Dave and Warren, the founders of asuitthatfits.com, an online bespoke tailor. Well, thank you for meeting us, gentlemen. I'd just like you to introduce yourselves one by one, tell us who you are, and tell us about your companies. I'll start with you, sir.
I'm David. I'm one of the co-founders of asuitthatfits.com. I started it with Warren.
A Suit That Fits basically produces bespoke suits for an off-the-peg price, and we use the internet to do so. We started June 2006, so just over 4 years now. It's now as big as it's ever been, and we're having a great time.
Were you juggling another job while building A Suit That Fits, or did you come straight into the company?
I was an IT manager at another company, at a recruitment company, and I met up with my old friend Warren. He was wearing a pretty awesome suit. It was very fitted. It had huge flares that I didn't really like the look of too much, but in my mind I thought that could be quite a cool way of something that could be put online.
What inspired me was that I've always loved wearing suits. And I've loved being smart, and I've especially liked wearing three-piece suits because I think it makes you stand out. I went around the world doing exactly that, kind of finding tailors, and I realised that they could pretty much do anything.
You're both friends, I assume, or friendly at least. Okay. Just about. How did you find working together as friends?
Actually, surprisingly good. Warren.
Surprisingly.
Warren had a background in the kind of marketing, sales, the presentation side of things. I was more technically driven and operationally driven, and so right from the start, our roles didn't really overlap too much.
You know, starting a business and being disruptive in an industry can be quite lonely at times, and actually doing it with somebody who knows exactly what you're going through to share the highs with and sort of pull you through the lows. That's a really, really good thing, and I think we work so well as a team.
You've created something that's totally disruptive. How has the market reacted to you?
Although what we do is a similar kind of thing that what Savile Row do, or whatever other tailors do, we very much focus on getting a suit that fits your body, your personality, and your budget to our customers. So even though we do similar things, I think what we're doing is effectively taking business from off the peg places rather than other tailors. And so we want to get tailoring back out there to the masses.
It's a new space. It's an old product with a new spin.
Now there are going to be a number of pioneers who are watching this, and young entrepreneurs who want to go into business they've got great ideas. Now they want to go into a market that's going to be quite disruptive and do something similar to what you guys have done. What advice would you give them?
It's a good question. I think the advice I'd give them is, I think first of all, it's easiest to take something that you already know customers want. So do a bit of market research as to, you know, if I did it in that way, if I did it faster, better, stronger, cheaper, whatever, then would you actually buy it? If
you're very confident in your idea, then in a disruptive market, it's more difficult to get encouragement from other people because they haven't seen it. They don't understand what you're getting at. If you are going to take advice, definitely don't take any advice from anybody in the industry that you're about to disrupt, because they will most certainly dissuade you from it.
Did you get funding, or were you self-funded in terms of being able to build up your brand and build a business?
David actually provided the initial funding through his credit card because he had the job at the time. Okay. I was but a penniless student. The way our model works is that people actually pay for their suit up front. So they come in, they choose everything, and they pay the full amount straight away. So that allows us to have it's a cash flow positive model that has allowed us to fund our growth right up to this point.
Would you say that cash is king?
I think that when you're starting a new business, you have to figure out what your cash flow model is going to be. I think you have to focus very heavily on things that don't require too much external investment. I think that small business funding is very, very difficult to get at the moment. So I think our model and models like it are the ones that are likely to succeed at times like now, times with a great idea with not too much external investment required.
How do you maintain a competitive edge? How does your brand stand out in comparison to others?
I think the way we make sure that we stand out is first of all the brand is about openness, friendliness. It's entrepreneurial. And it produces, it's the most flexible tool for producing a suit anywhere. When we first started, when we opened up on a Saturday, we found that we had a completely different demographic of customer. Back in the early days, we were seeing people coming from Newcastle, Scotland, Wales, making a bit of a trip of it for the weekend, coming to see us. So that sort of pushed us to expand the service and actually take it to them on a sort of part-time basis and gradually build it up like that.
What does the future hold for asuitthatfits.com?
I think what the future holds, certainly in the short to medium term, is a suit that fits a nation.
I think people really want something that's completely unique to them, and they want the attention of the style advisor to do that. And I think we're in the perfect position to offer it.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure meeting you and finding out about your business, and I'm sure our pioneers will be really inspired by your story. So thank you very much.
It's been great having you. Thank you very much.
As an entrepreneur, if you wish to be disruptive, look at what's out there in the market already and think about how you can do it better and different, and think about creating your own unique selling point. If you have an innovative idea, it is always good to seek advice. Be cautious, however, when you are asking experts in the industry, because sometimes they may not be as receptive to new ideas. Once you've launched your new product or service, don't worry about negative criticism from competitors. Instead, focus on your customers. Thank you for watching. We'd like you to post a video response with your thoughts and opinions on virginmediapioneers.com.